If you want to score more goals but are struggling to do so, today I have the solution for all of you. A build modeled after the best goal scorer in the NHL, Auston Matthews, but I'm not making this randomly. I'm using advanced analytics, his in-game stats, and the NHL meta to craft a build that combines the best ways to score in the video game and the way Auston Matthews plays in real life into something that actually works. Because if you try and go one for one, you're gonna get a really bad build. You can't get all the attributes as high as they need to go. You try and replicate his height and weight, you're gonna be way too slow. So today we're finding a perfect medium to help you score more goals. I'm not gonna walk you through every single little detail. I'm gonna show you the main things that I think are the most important, and just know you can change anything you want to find what works best for you. Starting off, we're a sniper build at 6'1", 180 pounds. Auston Matthews is taller and heavier in real life, but you need to kind of replicate his speed. Speed is very important in this game, so don't go any heavier or taller. You can't go taller, but don't go heavier than 6'1", 180 pounds. I'm saving the abilities and the speed and acceleration categories for last. There's some really important things here that I want to talk about, so we're just going to quickly glance over everything else. Starting with tactics, deking is very low on sniper builds, so we're using controlled deking to get a little bit of a boost there. Face-offs have to go all the way up, especially if you're playing center. If you're not playing center, feel free to bring them all the way down and just juice deking as much as possible. I'm not touching tenacity. I like how it looks. In playstyle, we have some free points. I juice passing and offensive awareness. In real life, Auston Matthews is a far better defender than his stats here, but it's impossible to bring that defense up and still retain his offensive capabilities, especially because I want this to be a goal-scoring build, so I'm leaving it like this. Now it's time for the abilities. In-game, Auston Matthews has gold, shock, and awe, and gray, make it snappy, puck on a string, seeing eye, snipe, and tape to tape. Whole bunch of shooting abilities, couple of stick handling and passing abilities. As with most players in this game, I don't completely agree with the abilities they gave him. I'm putting on 1T in gold. I would put shock and awe here, but you can't, so I'm putting 1T on. Shock and awe is going in gray, and for my last slot, I'm using puck on a string. You do have options for these abilities though. This is the set I'm running, but you can run whatever set you want that you think works with Auston Matthews. Another good one that you could run instead of 1T or shock and awe is close quarters. If you check his advanced analytics, Auston Matthews has a ton of shots in high danger areas, an abnormal above average amount, so close quarters makes a lot of sense in zone ability, or you could replace shock and awe. He had 38 assists last year on a 69 goal season. That is very impressive. From a far and away shoot first player to have almost 40 assists is a very good mark. We only have 82 passing on this build, so if you want to juice your passing a little bit, put tape to tape on. It's really your choice. There's a bunch of abilities you can run. Obviously, shock and awe is not the most meta ability. If you are looking for the most meta lineup of abilities, I go 1T, close quarters, and puck on a string. Just absolute insane goal scoring potential from this lineup. But again, this is Auston Matthews we're talking about. He's just such a versatile, overpowered scorer. There's so many different abilities you can put on him. And if you do not like the defense, if you do want to juice that a little bit, you're going to have to mess around with some stats, but shutdown works really well. He's a great body checker. He's a big guy. He's got a great stick, and he blocks a lot of shots, which is exactly what shutdown does. Next, let's talk about technique and power, speed, acceleration, and your shot. This is where things get a little bit tricky. Auston Matthews is a slightly above average skater, and he has the best shot in the league. So how do we make this work in NHL? Well, we can't. You kind of have to pick and choose. If you look at his shot data, not only is he the 99th percentile for shots on goals, but he's also in the 97th percentile for shooting percentage. He obviously has a great shot on him. However, his top speed is basically around average at 55th percentile, and his average speed is at the 54th percentile. So he's not ripping it super duper fast, but he is insanely accurate, and that's what I'm trying to replicate here. I'm running 95 wrist shot accuracy and leaving pretty much everything else shot wise untouched. Slap shot power is coming down a little bit. As far as speed and excel, I brought them both up too. His top skating speed is again a little bit above average, and his speed bursts are a little bit more above average, but that's probably because he has a lot of ice time. It'd probably be similar to 60% if you equaled it out for ice time across the league. This is the setup I would run if you want the most accurate build to Auston Matthews. Great speed, great shot, Everything's in line except for his defense, but you just physically cannot do that. However, if you do want to go with a more meta approach, tank that height down to 5'10", bring that weight down to 160, and juice your speed and excel all the way up to 95. It doesn't matter really what you bring down, but you gotta bring something down. What I got set up right now is just one of the ways you could get this effect, but really it's just picking and choosing between which attributes you want the most and which ones you don't. This is the most meta version of the Auston Matthews build with a combination of speed and shot power. The shot is slightly weak, but speed is just more important right now. So you need that speed if you really want to score the most goals, but if you want to play a little bit more like Auston Matthews, you can bring that speed down a little bit. However, just know if you're playing with 90 speed, 90 excel, chances are you're the slowest one out there on the ice. You are probably going to be the slowest one out there on the ice, so you have to play smarter. You can still get a ton of goals with this lower speed, but you have to play smart like Auston Matthews does in real life. But enough yapping, it's time for some action. I'm going to take the most true version of this build to Auston Matthews into 2 games of NHL, see how many games we win, how many goals we can score, how many points we get, and show you that this is a very good build. There we go! That's the 1T kid.
Oh. Solo?
Ooh!
Besides the
Like,
pass,
hey,
this guy
look at the...
This may cycle around the net. Duke him out.
Oh! God damn it. Give me that.
Nice.
Give me that! Give me that! I look like number 34, Auston Matthews out there. Oh! Whoa! Oh.
Look at that pass.
Good pass.
I say just give him 2
Look
right
at
now.
that
Just give him
pass.
2.
That's redemption.
Hey! Yes!
Oh, rebound.
Hey.
That was so... Yo, was that
That's like a
Angel
little stat
Reese?
pad.
Holy shit.
That's one of those stat pads.
Bro, we got Angel Reese in the paint.
Oh, shit. I have no stam.
That's good. That's good. Oh.
Ew.
That's going on TikTok.
That is
Do that on TikTok.
That is
2 games, 5 goals, and 14 points later, this build is gas. Okay, 14 points in 2 games. If you like this video and you want to see more, don't forget to hit that sub button. Almost 90% of the people who watch these videos aren't subscribed, so if you want to be a really cool 10%er, go hit that sub button. If you have any other ideas for players or types of archetypes of builds that you want me to make, leave them down in the comments. I got a bit of a queue going right now. I'm polishing some things up. Expect to see more soon. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You know you too much to handle. Fuck with your boy. Leave that like nigga at home, you need to fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.